Today's show is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Don't let what you do online be public. Protect yourself at expressvpn.com/achievement.
This show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Get protected at expressvpn.com/RTTV. I'm your host, Michael Jones. This is Off Topic. Joining us this week, we've got Jeremy Dooley, Lindsay Jones, and special guest, Issa Badiola.
Yay. Nice. Good one.
I got it?
Nailed it.
You got it. That's you.
Yeah. And Issa is the showrunner, creator, head writer, sound engineer. She is the graphic designer,
matriarch,
and marketing, lead marketing for Recorded by Arizal.
Yeah.
Some of that was true.
You tried very hard. I admire you.
Okay.
Did you?
It's me. I'm here.
It's me. If you're unfamiliar,
Issa.
it's her, and
It's
she's
me.
here.
Yes.
And this is Off Topic, and we're crazy late because a second before we started, my internet went poo-poo, as they call
It
it.
did. That's fine. I think Jeremy was just muted until now. Jeremy, were you muted until now?
What do you
Did
mean?
you say anything, Jeremy?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I have.
Just making
I
sure, because I saw
absolutely
you.
have. I absolutely
I
have.
saw him reach.
Well, the
I'm like, he
audience
was
heard it,
muted,
but we
wasn't he?
didn't.
Yeah.
Yes. Once again, my problem lies in that my Discord mute function. The audience heard it.
Stop!
My Discord mute function is Shift M, and I need to change that because then when I'm typing in the chat, if anything has a capital M, such as
God. Wow.
chump,
Just fuck yourself up.
when it's all capitals, I'm quiet now. And
Why would
so-
you set that?
because I just can do it. Because every other thing was like taken by something. When I was looking through it, I was like, "Oh, what do I want to set it to? Like all of these buttons do something already." And boom, I was
And
just
you
like,
thought-
this one.
And you thought, I'm never going to start my sentence with a capital M.
No way.
Done.
Michael, please.
Right. You can never type that.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. God. Jeremy, you're only allowed to use M's in the middle of a sentence from now on.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the rules. Sorry.
Then Pig Latin, Eichel May.
There you go. Eichel May.
Eichel May owns J.
I mean,
Oh.
he can do it as long as the M's little.
As
It
long
really
as it's a
doesn't
little
matter.
M.
It doesn't matter where it
It's a
is.
little
He just
It's got
can't
to be
big.
a Miku. Micoo.
M's still in that. You guys are
Michael,
offering
that's a
bad
little M.
suggestions.
You said there was a little loophole. Little M loophole was what I heard.
I don't know that it was a little M. This is a stupid conversation.
Where's the
that we're
clause
having.
on this?
This is. I don't like this.
I feel
Um,
like this is like a great example of, I don't know if you've heard about like dumb divorce court issues.
Hang on.
Like,
What?
I'm just laughing because
I haven't been
yeah,
served.
it's like it was a big Reddit thread not too long ago. Like, what's like the dumbest thing that as a divorce lawyer you've dealt with? And like people are just going off on stories. And like there's one picture that I don't know if it's like staged or not, but if it is true, awesome. It's this couple divvying up their Beanie Babies as they get divorced.
I
I'm like,
believe
okay,
that.
I've
sure,
seen that.
yes.
Yeah.
divorce is a concept, not the best, but this image, amazing. Like, sure. Oh,
That's wild.
yeah. Make sure you get those Princess Di ones. Those will be expensive one day. Mark my words.
All right, I've changed mute to Control M.
Congrats.
There you go. What does that do? What can't you do now?
We'll find out. We will find out. If I'm crouched in a game and then something's the M
And then
key,
suddenly-
Oh no.
I'm gone.
Perfect.
But then I guess if I was sprinting in a game, if something was the M key, I would have been gone as well.
Listen,
Also-
if you're using M in a game, I'm using a controller. I can't be pushing all the
True.
way over.
M can't open a map or something.
That's-
It's gotta be tab. It's
Yeah,
tab.
let's see,
It's
M.
way
Use
over
a map.
there.
Absolutely.
I'm cool. I'm cool with M as a map. But that's
Are
it. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
It's unnecessary. I ain't no stretchy fingers. I'm not a stretchy finger guy. I came into the keyboard game too late, and my fingers won't go that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I don't even
I have
follow the rules.
trouble.
I just lift my right hand off of the mouse for a second. and
that you
push
can't
it
play
down.
a game like that.
That's why the right half of the keyboard is useless in a video game.
Yeah.
If you're on WASD, anything G for grenade is like, I get it.
Stretch.
about as
Even
far as
that's
you
a
can
little
go.
bit. Even that's a
Yeah.
little Like you gotta slide over there.
I-
And Y for chat is like
Yeah.
you better fucking want to chat.
I can hit WASD. I can slam the shift key. I can do C and maybe like an F. If you're asking for more than F, because some games will do like F, V, G. Those are like the multiple buttons. If I want to punch a guy, I just slap and hopefully it happens. It's like, oops, threw a grenade. I meant to melee. That's F and G are next to each other. I don't know what I'm hitting. Give me a controller.
For PC, do y'all prefer the shift run or the double tap on W?
Shift.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I'm more of a I prefer.
That's a
double tap.
Minecraft
That's me.
thing.
Yeah, I know.
That's a
Yeah,
Minecraft.
it is.
And even in Minecraft, you
one
can
finger.
hold control.
Issa, are you a PC gamer or no?
No, how do I put it? It's like I think I can be converted as soon as like this year because I started playing more PC games with other people. But then it turns out I have carpal tunnel. So honestly,
no. You're an animator also, so that makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's a lot of context. It's like, oh yeah, I probably can't. So I'm also in the controller camp. I'd rather just play with my PS4 controller.
I feel like just knowing you, if I may, you've hit all the realms that are usually associated with carpal tunnel, whereas like animation, gaming, fan fiction,
all of these typing every time or lately I've been typing more and I'd always come back in my bedroom and be like, my wrist hurts, this sucks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Goodness. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of these. Alfredo's been showing me what these guys, stretching out.
Oh,
yeah.
Alfredo stretches.
Some stretchies.
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing those for a while, but yeah.
Feel better at
Alfredo was
FPSs
like,
already.
You saw me in Vegas. I'm just saying. The results are there.
If you turned your sensitivity down a little bit, it would have been
It was bad.
perfect. Your sensitivity was up there.
That one was a little too high for my taste. And I know people were like, well, that's why you're sick. I'm like, yes, I would totally understand if that's how I played all the time. That's how I would get motion sickness. But people have dropped down my DPI for me and I still get like gross.
Yeah, I imagine that's not the pure cause of it. I'm sure it exacerbates it a little bit. Is that the right
I'm
word?
sure. Yeah.
You just said, Jeremy, you saw me in Vegas, and I went, when were they in Vegas?
I've never been to Vegas.
And I was thinking, but in a pre-2020 world, you can believe it. I'm like, oh, maybe they did a haunter there or something. I don't know.
Michael, it
People
stays.
travel.
It stays there.
And then
No matter what we did.
I
you won't know.
realized quickly you were talking about Rainbow Six Vegas.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I see how that could have been confusing for many people.
You could see it happening like this to me, but the camera wasn't on me. I was like,
To be fair, too, Seven Wanderings was Jeremy and I, so it's very believable that we just detoured to Vegas at some point.
Sarah.
Oh, just just hopped on over to Vegas from
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
As
it.
you do.
Jefferson
Dude,
City or wherever we were.
when we started traveling more, doing shows like Haunter, and then Lindsay started doing conventions. As far as I know, she's home or she's not. She could be
Yeah.
anywhere.
No, it's-
Did she go to Iceland
true.
this weekend? I don't know. Maybe.
knows?
Maybe.
Wait, where
I
did
don't
we
know.
go? Oh, Minneapolis. That's where we went. I couldn't remember which city we went to.
The
Jefferson
number of
City was
times
Haunter.
people would ask me, I'd be talking to my family, and they'd be like, oh, you and Lindsay do anything this weekend? I'm like, no, she's out of town. They go, where is she? And I go, I don't know.
Oh my god, Michael.
She's gone.
no,
What does it
I mean,
matter?
like,
What does it
I'm-
matter? She's gone.
Issa, normally I'm 100% with you, Issa. Like, wow, okay, way to not pay attention. I'm the same way because I do
four-
conventions
yeah,
now so much.
4
I'm
to
like, where
7
am I?
weeks.
I don't know. I'm at a hotel.
I look on the calendar and it just says gone. That's all I know. It stopped meaning anything. Like, oh, you're going to this place? Okay.
It's
And then
true.
next
Right.
week you're going to
If anything, this is a bad sign for like if something goes wrong and I go missing. They're like, Lindsay, where are you? I'll be like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I mean, you should know. You had the plane ticket.
East Coast.
I didn't. I got on
You
a
guys,
plane.
please.
I got on a plane and now I'm here.
I worry, but it's fine.
I know.
Well, we're not going anywhere now.
Yeah, it's true. I was
Yeah,
gonna say
Now,
that's
now,
Vegas?
if someone said, "Oh, Lindsay's not home," I'd go, "Where the hell is she? Where could she have gone?
Oh my
Where
god.
could she possibly have gone? Is she in the backyard?
backyard?
Nope. Well, yeah, that. I
Well,
looked.
she's dead.
She must be
She's
dead.
She's dead.
Probably, yeah. It's true. If I do go
That's so
missing in
sad.
quarantine, yeah, I'm probably gone. Sorry.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Issa's like, how will I make sure Lindsay He's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like this is now
How would I
parental
Possible
instinct
to
kicking
know.
in. Yeah.
I'm kind of just like, all right, let's think of like this other plan. I'm gonna talk to Maggie.
You guys figure it
I know.
out. You let me
Yeah.
know. You finalize
Well,
all the
Issa-
details and then forward it to me.
Issa's also friends with Maggie, so she knows that relationship too.
You're
But like,
just like-
weirdly now, like Maggie and I used to totally have the dynamic where she was much more motherly and organized, and I was like clearly wild card. Like, let's have fun. Fuck it. Like, well, you're gonna have a good time. I'm here for you, but shit's gonna get crazy. Now, as a parent, I guess I'm kind of like trying to even out. So we had Issa on with Maggie to do Animal Crossing for a stream, and the whole time I was like navigating, and Maggie kind of took the role as like child and was like having fun and playing around, and she was like, "This feels so wrong. That like I'm the fun one, and you're not." I'm like, "That's right. You listen to me."
I'll go missing.
Weird.
I'll go missing.
Yeah, I will. On my word, I will go missing.
Lindsay went missing on her own
You kids
island.
will lose your mother.
Where is she?
Every time I was like, Lindsay, where are you? Maggie, why aren't you here? Where is everyone?
I did just kind of end up chilling with you two. I'm like, I think Maggie's lost. She'll catch
Yeah,
up.
it's fine. It's
We're
fine.
okay.
Maggie's like, it's okay, Maggie, don't worry.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Bespoke Post. As we all settle into this new version of summer, Bespoke Post is here with its customized box of awesome collection for guys, and they're guaranteed to upgrade your life. Bespoke Post only sends guys the best stuff every month, no matter what you're into. Box of Awesome has you covered, from style and grooming goods to barware, cooking tools, and outdoor gear. Box of Awesome's carefully built collections for every part of your life. A bunch of us in Achievement Hunter have gotten all kinds of stuff over times. We got Ryan's got his own collection of knife sets. Jeremy's got a little like a little bar set for making his own personalized drinks. I've gotten like a travel bag. Lindsay got a creme brulee torch for cooking. They've got all kinds of things. Just, you know, any variety, any style that you want, tons to choose from. Right now, they have the dry-aged box that comes with a selection of premium pasture-raised meats that include New York strip, pork chops, pork bratwurst, and more. Perfect for summer cooking. To get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right box of awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month or cancel anytime. Each box costs only $45, but has over $70 worth of gear inside. Get 20% off. 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter code OFFTOPIC at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code OFFTOPIC for 20% off your first box.
That being said, you've done a few conventions. Yeah, Issa? I know
Yes.
you did Crunchyroll Expo not too long ago.
Yes. You say not too long ago, but that was like a year.
At this point, that's not too long.
I know. Pretty much, yeah.
It's presidential years at this point, frankly.
There you go.
Yeah, it was a couple of times. I always end up liking the smaller cons. I think up and coming cons, I should say. It feels a lot more personal. Coming together. Puzzle pieces. Okay.
Mhm.
That's it. I'm done.
No, broadcast will stay on you forever.
If they
Just know that. Yeah.
if they recognize like any signs of weakness, you know what I mean? Like they're
It's-
like, oh, there's doubt. There's doubt there. We're leaving it on that camera.
Punch it.
Or like,
Yeah.
or like if they recognize they're done with the bit, I'll hold on for 5 more seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, not even. My favorite is I gesture a lot.
There
so
it
there's
is.
so many times
There
where
it is.
I go
I'm
to
used
talk.
to this
Yeah.
by now.
Yeah.
I have a direct contact with them where I go, "Why are you still looking at me?
Yeah.
Move on."
That's great.
That's why I watched Issa melt to go and go, cut away,
awesome.
cut away from
It's
me.
just please don't go.
I love that. And again, the cutting of like people who gesture a lot like me, like I'll go to itch my face and they'll cut to me. I'm like, what? I don't have anything to add here, but
Well, you move, so it's kind of
Sorry.
like they actually have it set up to a motion sensor.
Oh yeah.
It just cuts
that'd
to
be
you
a
if
great
you move.
idea.
Any motion at all, it's straight to
That'd be
you.
a great idea.
If the cut happens to me and I'm not expecting it, I
Damn
usually
it.
just give
See?
the until it goes away.
Yeah.
That's usually my response.
oh boy.
It's you never know too, because you know, sitting at a computer, I know Jeremy does this, and that's why usually you're looking to the side. You have your other monitor where you're usually checking comments or reading comments on the site.
Correct.
I'll like switch back like out of the main feed of looking at us to reading comments, and like that section is a delayed video, so the video is not accurate. So like I'll be looking at the video that isn't real because I'll just glance over and then forget that that's not the live feed, and go, and then like it'll get to a part where it's just me looking like to the side, and I'll go, oh, I would have emoted if I knew I was on the camera. I was reading comments.
Mm-hmm. I actually have the chat up like on the same monitor now. So I got it like just to the side there. The only problem is it's slightly covering up Issa's face in the wide shot.
So yeah, so I'm saying
It's okay, Jeremy. You don't want to look at me anyway.
She actually doesn't want. If we
Lies.
everyone can cover her with browsers, she'd actually feel more
I
comfortable.
can cover Michael instead. Let me cover Michael.
Go for it. Cover me up. See
There we
enough of
go.
me.
There we go. I
Bye.
still got half of you.
That's
I got your
awesome.
left. I got the left half of your face.
Which half? This half?
No, your left.
My left. Okay.
Yeah, I got that half.
This smooth half.
It's a good half. It's a good
Okay.
half.
That's good.
See, this is good and bad for my social anxiety. I can cover y'all, so I can't see you, but I still know you can see me, and that makes me anxious.
Oh, no.
Like,
There's nothing I can do
Why
for you
there?
Like itch my eyeballs.
See?
Why there? You nailed
Gotcha.
it. You nailed it. It's just, I wasn't even laughing at that point.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Oh my god.
I appreciate you, Michael. All Michaels
Yeah.
in this chat.
I think he just
Yes.
like, especially at this point, something's got to be for him.
It's
know?
true.
He's going
So,
insane. Yeah.
He like, I hate this, and this is just our show. He's got to do all the shows. There he is, just sitting, and it used to be in the booth. He'd sit in the control booth with people around. Now he's just in his house, like sitting at his computer. Just like waiting for something to happen, and so he makes things happen. I imagine. Someone should check on him. He's probably gone insane at this point. He sounds too normal. Every time we talk to him, he's still his same cheery self. I don't buy it. The
Yeah.
bodies
Hey,
are
guys,
piling
how
up.
you
There's
know.
something
Sounds
hidden in there.
Yep. Mhm.
They're all losing it a bit. I saw Tyler start to type in the Discord, and then whatever he was typing, he thought better of it and deleted it. Didn't even send the message.
Awesome.
They're all
You're like,
losing it a little
fuck
bit.
it.
So,
That's amazing.
Now I'm just waiting for the chat just to like pop up. Like, I'm waiting, Tyler
Yep.
and Michael.
Before this, also, like we just did a Gmod recording, and I hopped into like the setup for VMix, but I still had myself in Discord in the old chat, and all the guys were just talking about how much they like, for lack of a better term, like missed each other, like miss you, bro. And
Miss you,
was
bro.
it Jeremy? You said you made brownies, and Matt came to get them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And Matt was like, I went to get brownies from Jeremy's house. That's how badly I wanted like social interaction.
No,
I'm
that's
like,
how bad he wanted
Matt-
brownies.
Also
Yes.
true.
Yes.
Also true.
Last night for me was a
I didn't say you had to coax
fiasco.
him, but
It was about 11 p.m. I was streaming, and I was like, I really want dessert. So I was like, I'm gonna make brownies like while I'm streaming. So I just left Kat streaming, and I kept running into the kitchen to get the next ingredients to bring them in. So I was like, chocolate, butter, just put the bag of sugar on the desk and just like putting it in there. I made them, and then I'm like, I don't really want all of these. I guess Matt was streaming as well. And they like told him that I made brownies. And I was like, if Matt wants brownies, he can come get brownies. Like, I'll leave them outside for him. So when they were finally done, of course, I was sort of joking. Matt texts me like 11:30 or so at night. And he says to me, are you serious about these brownies?
Oh boy, howdy.
So I just said, dude, I've never been more serious about anything in my life. And then he said, I'm watching the stream. Show proof of brownies. So I showed him the brownies, and he said, proof accepted. I'm on my way. And
Pixar didn't happen.
Matt does really not live that close to me. Like,
Oh, he really went.
he went. It's like a 15-minute drive at least. Like, it's a 20-minute drive. So the thing that ended up happening is I like packed up all like these brownies in a little Tupperware container, and I put them on my front stair, and I came back into stream, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write Matt a little message too, a little card. And I
little
wrote
love
him
note.
like, it was like, to Matt with love, and I drew like a shark on it because he's like got his whole shark bit and everything. And I get up to go put it with the brownies, and I realized that my door didn't latch when I closed it, so it had popped back open a little bit. I go outside, and two of my cats are outside. Like, and they're indoor cats. Like, they're both standing there on the front stair. I've never been outside before. So like I instantly, like, I grabbed Scooter first because Booker wasn't getting far. So I grabbed him first, and then I like picked up the fat one and brought them back in. And I was like, if I didn't decide to write Matt this little love note, I wouldn't have known that door was open. They would have wandered off. for sure. And I was like, oh my God, like, thank God I decided to go back with this little note for him. Matt would have just shown up and went, hey, your door's open. That's the note in the Tupperware.
That's awesome.
Aww.
Now, I know it wasn't meant to be, but that sounded like the setup for like a romantic sitcom or a movie. Like, oh man, if you had never left that note.
And no, it was. I
my
said to
God.
people, I was like, my friendship with Matt almost like ruined like so much. I think I was like almost ruined my life of like 2 of my cats left. And I was like, but because the friendship was so strong that I wrote a love letter, it saved it.
So yeah, if
Well,
it was,
that's the lowest point. Yeah, you got to overcome the low point.
If it was
That's
just
the
like
third act,
if it was like an friendship, there would have been no notes, just missing cats,
and the cats would have been gone.
Yeah,
yep,
they
exactly.
probably would have stolen a car and gotten into an accident and
They would have been out of there. And then but then during that whole thing, I let a roach in.
Oh no!
And then I had to have this whole battle with the roach where I tried to slam it in the door, and then when I opened the door, it popped out at me, and I screamed and I ran, and then I chased it with his shoe.
How'd that end? Did you get it?
Oh, I killed it. I killed it, but Kat had gone to bed about an hour beforehand and walked out into her pajamas going like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I was screaming like at the top of my lungs. And
screaming, banging a shoe.
I was holding 2 shoes going, whoa, like trying to take them out. I was trying to like scare him. It was, there was a whole thing. But I got him. He's dead. Cats are safe and Cockroach is dead.
Did he blow up?
Oh, good.
Like when you hit him?
There was a smush. Yeah. Because he was like that big.
They mess.
Yeah, he messed.
Roaches mess.
Oh, see, I instantly went to like Aqua Teen Hunger Force. So it was like a literal explosion, like
no,
small
That's
little one.
awesome.
It goes like
I'm like halfway there with you, Lindsay. Just but like
Thank you.
it's like I could think both ways.
Well, we're thinking animation wise. We're like, how could that look really cool and
got
funny?
anime brain.
Yeah.
Anime brain, yeah.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by MeUndies. Have you ever seriously considered the underwear that graces your nether regions? Now stop, think about it. This is important. They're hugging on you all day, all night for some people. Some people pop them off. I don't know. But you got some important stuff down there. Thankfully, MeUndies has thought of your nether region, but like for you, to your benefit, which is why they're changing the game with softer than soft, sustainable undies in fun prints and lots of colors, so you can be totally comfy being you inside and out. With MeUndies, you can express yourself with new designs, on top of them being the most comfortable underwear ever. They have great designs like Kaiwai soy sauce and sushi rolls, unicorns, and Back to the Future 1.21 gigawatts line. Gigawatts. It's gigawatts? It's gigawatts. Which way does he say in the movie? I'm not sure. But do you know what's the worst possible thing ever? An empty undie drawer, because it's all dirty in the laundry. This could be you right now, okay? Because again, a lot of people at home, you don't got to dress up. You know, there's not a lot of need for dressing up, but you should be changing your underwear every day. It's essential. Please put on a new pair of underwear. And with MeUndies, they hook you up. You get a MeUndies membership. You don't got to worry about it. You always have undies ready to go. There's MeUndies just boop right to your door. MeUndies membership is a monthly subscription that sends new pairs to your door so you can keep your undie drawer stocked, fresh, and fun. Plus, with member access to site-wide savings and exclusive sales, you can easily and affordably build a quality collection of super soft undies over time, and that's one heck of an undie upgrade if you ask me, and you are asking me, and I'm saying, yes, it is. MeUndies offers matching pairs where you and your partner can order undies with the same exact prints. In other words, match your bottom half with your better half. MeUndies are available in a range of sizes from extra small to 4XL. MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. That's you. That's you right now, or watchers. You could be watching. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. To get your 15% off your first order, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/offtopic. That's MeUndies.com/offtopic. Speaking of anime brain, you have a new show, Issa, that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, it's called Recorded by Arizal. Whoop, whoop.
Is all that in the title, or
Yes. And
that's just implied?
Subtitle whoop whoop, yes. Okay. It is a vlog animated show, so very short format. Think of it as wow. I said think of it, and then it turns out I'm the one that's not thinking.
You are the showrunner, right? Is that a lie? Have you ever seen the show before?
That perspective is off.
Do you know what it's
just
about?
wrong, Mimblad.
Am I wrong in making this comparison? Because people will poo-poo it and say it's not like a mature comparison. I think it is because it's great. The Barbie vlogs in which she discusses what it's like to be a woman in this world. It's wonderful. But that's what it made me think of.
That is a perfect parallel. It is actually one of the examples I use whenever I try to explain to other people what Recorded by Arizal is. It's Barbie vlogs.
I am so happy.
Yes. I think there's the one thing that I was really interested with exploring in Recorded by Arizal is the idea of like kind of this limited world building, which I think people are understanding if you watch it. It's like these little segmented bits of someone behind a camera just like showing you what their life is like. But there's something about vlogs and YouTubers, right? That if you're really into watching people, especially in this binge format, that people get really invested in the lives and personalities of everyone, and like not dissimilar to us, right? So my thought was, well, what happens if you really do put a vlog where you can get this girl to adventure around the world and what she learns about, and like you actually see her grow up. So that was the basis of that, because I watch a lot of YouTube stuff. I watch a lot of different vlogs. I always share a lot of different things, especially like there's a lot of that like small apartment living vlogs that I really love, where they show you like how the interior design all these different like small spaces. And I think to me, I kind of pick up on how just the small bits that people tell you, that itself kind of feels like they're constructing a narrative around their life. And I think that was like a really fascinating way to tell a story. And that's what I really wanted to do with Recorded by Arizal.
Word.
And that's my bit.
I can't remember if it was you or Maggie who said, like, I don't know if you've seen a Big Hero 6 audience, but if you have, there is a big blog series. I won't spoil it because it's a very important one, but it forms a narrative around a character that for most of the movie isn't there. And that's like really cool that you get to learn so much about them through this like really intense moment, but it's such a small piece of media that becomes so much bigger. And I love that that's what you're trying to do with the show. I like stuff like that.
Yeah. I think there's something really cool about there's how do I put it? It's the little things that you can really show to people and they end up picking up what you're putting down because you don't want to treat the audience like they're dumb. Is my first thought. So I really want you can.
Yeah.
You absolutely can.
You over Katie Ring.
You have a different audience.
Yeah.
I think of the audience like me.
Crossover.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I go, you watch me, you like me, dum dum.
And they go, I do like Dum Dum.
I go,
I do like
I like
Dum
Dum
Dum.
Dum. Look at me.
Yes.
Michael's mad at me because I yelled at him about the perspective of the TV screen.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is the.
Oh,
this
well, you know
is
what?
the
Looking at it
narrative.
now, it's closer than I thought it was. There's a little bit of lean to it.
Yeah, it's got a little angle.
This is
Little
Michael's
bit.
revenge.
Canted angle, yeah.
Yeah.
Stylish.
Yeah, so
Little Dutch.
no, there's a little less angle. Oh, that's
It's
good.
it's like Persona 5, where they just like put a lot of angles.
There
on
you go.
things.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Slightly.
It's
Make
like
it
Persona
dynamic.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How quickly
Jeremy,
can you change that,
Issa-
Michael? Can you change that angle really quick? So if I go like, whoa, can you do it? Whoa!
Jeremy's getting thrown into the Digiverse.
I look like
Yeah.
I've been
no.
like thrown into another universe by
He looks like
Superman.
yeah, I see
Oh, that's
Superman
pretty good.
people in the
Yeah.
yeah.
We've seen Reboot.
Oh,
Yeah.
get out of here, Superman!
Yeah. That's what they did.
Well. We've had our fun.
Yeah. He did that when I spit in Eric's mouth.
That was horrific to watch.
Was it?
Yeah, it looked awful. It looked like you spitting on Eric.
It was virtually. He made him
Yes,
flat, and listen. We get bored. So we've been home a long time. I requested he flatten Eric out and put him under me in the chat, and then I spit on him.
Mm-hmm.
Your face sums it up. Your face tells me you're understanding what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it registered.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
now
what
we,
happened.
Now
There's
we wait for the emotional
there's no more
response.
to
Okay.
it. See, like on my show, I
Oh.
put it all on the table. There was nothing. There were no little nuggets of information in that.
All or
That's it.
nothing.
Yeah, you just got
That's
what
it.
happened, and that was it.
Yeah. To be
Yeah.
fair, Michael, you don't have actually, how many episodes are going to be in the season, Issa? That's a good question. You only have one moment to spit on Eric, is my point.
I have a lot of time.
This prelude is only 4 episodes, so 4 different parts. So that does mean the final episode will be out in August for first members, and then the week after that will be for public. But yeah, to be determined, sorry, on whether or not we're gonna get a full season, but we'll that is in development.
Got you.
I'm nodding in agreement. If you're listening to the audio podcast, I was nodding.
Yes.
Sounds good. But I
because
said it
Issa's
with my
here, so we
face.
have to like actually
you have to
express
describe
some level of intelligence. Yeah, like,
I don't.
You're welcome.
No, I don't.
Yes.
Yes,
This
yes,
is
yes.
Issa. Please don't embarrass me. In
She
front of
knows what she agreed to.
That's a good point.
Although, I mean, I guess we could talk about our relationship, but I feel like I've embarrassed myself enough for Issa. I remember when you first came here and you're like, hey, I watch Ruby. I'm really excited to meet you. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. I am sorry for like everything you're about to learn about me. Oh man, I'm a weirdo.
It's okay, Lindsay. You haven't let me down yet.
Well, my favorite.
You don't know enough.
My favorite. Yeah, it's true. Sorry. Ugh. Good thing we're in quarantine. My favorite moment with you where I was like, okay, I think we're going to get along just fine is at one point I was leaving a meeting and you ran up to me and you just stood there and you went, meow, 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 meow. And then you left. And I was like, I love her.
That
I don't
sounds
know
like
who this
something.
person is, but she's amazing.
That sounds like something I would have done 5 years ago.
Yeah. That was a usual, maybe not to that extent, but a usual interaction with Issa would be I would go to the studio to record for something, either Ruby or Camp or something. And like a cartoon character in the background, Issa would emerge from behind something, like
It's
with
true.
a sound effect of like, there'd be some sort of small noise or like a squeak, some sort of hello, and then she'd go back behind the desk. And that was usually my interaction with Issa.
Yeah, that's you're not
do you do that
wrong.
in your do you do that in your day-to-day? Do you add sound effects? Or is that just like work appropriate?
Oh man, it's a good 50-50. If I want to make myself known, I will absolutely put in a sound effect. But if I'm waiting for them to look at me, I won't say anything. And
Oh,
I'll just
dude, you're
linger.
like me. Yeah. The stealth mode. That's when you're going for the eye contact. You got to wait.
That's what I do to
and delivery.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say nothing, but I'm screaming, look at me.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Look
Yeah.
at me.
Look
Or
at me
at
when
my-
I'm talking to you.
Or at my,
With the shirt
or
up.
at my stomach. Yeah.
It's your gut, and then if you're really feeling saucy, it's a little higher.
It's usually one nipple though.
Or
One-
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Or
usually
it's,
one.
Only like this,
or it's
like this.
neither until I look, and then you do
Yep. Mhm.
like that,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
See, I like when the dudes
It's all true.
they do the shirt bite where like if you have breast disease, sometimes you can hold it, but some flat-chested people will like to hold it like this, especially like I've seen dudes with like beer gut and like lots of hair.
Yo.
More power too, man, but they'll do like that sexy like like that's my shirt. Those are my tatas. Like, ooh. Please.
Oh, that's so funny.
Listen,
I saw.
hairy guys with beer guts gotta have something going
I
on.
got to do
I
something.
say do it, dude. Yeah,
Alright.
go for
I
it.
saw a video. I don't know if it was a TikTok or what the hell it was. But it's some sort of short video, and I think it got sent in my direction because it was like, "Are you guys going to do this like when quarantine's over?" And I think it was like to face jam people like me, Eric, and Jordan or whatever, because been recording from home. And usually we're like riding in our cars to the restaurant, and it was some short, I don't know, 30-second video of a guy standing outside of a car, and he looks over at a woman and he's like, I don't know what he says. So it's something to the effect of like, "Hey baby, you like my new whip? Why don't you bring that sexy ass on over here?" And he slaps his car, and she's like, "Excuse me, are you talking to me?" And like in the background of the shot, it's mostly her. There's a tree, and you just see like a guy's ass sticking out from behind the tree. And the guy walks past her. He's like, "He's talking to me." And like he goes over to the guy and they're like, "Sup?" And then he like grabs the guy, he like slaps his ass, and then they hop in the car. And then she's just like, "What?" And then it cuts back to him, and then he looks at her again. And he's like, "You're just gonna stand there? Or you're gonna pop your top off and take a ride?" And she's like, "Okay, that's not." And then another guy comes out from behind the tree, and he's like, "I've been waiting for this." And he just pulls his shirt off, and then it cuts in. All three of them are in the car with their shirts off, and they just like fist bump, and they blast the radio and drive away. And I was like, I would absolutely do that. Sure, I loved it.
That's
can't
like
remember-
team lads. Yeah.
Yeah. But my takeaway was like, they're touching each other.
That too.
Yeah, that.
Remember that?
Look.
Interaction.
Oh, it's true. Oh God.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I just realized.
Yeah.
I
We was talking about that. What did we watch recently, Michael, where people were like hugging and interacting? We were like, "Ooh, no, don't like
Don't do
Stop.
that.
Stop.
I don't
please.
know.
Oh, yeah,
The-
back up.
I got hit with it for some reason, and not like I haven't been playing games or watching movies since I've been home, but it's for some reason, maybe because I was so immersed in it, I got slammed with it right at the beginning of Last of Us 2, when you're in like the town playing as Ellie, and you go into the bar, and there's fuck tons of people in this bar. There's like 100 people, and you're doing the like squeeze, you know, where you're like, excuse me, like pushing past people, squeezing through. And for some
Triggered.
reason, my brain just went nuts. Like, I haven't touched anyone in 4 months. And she's like, you're going to get sick. Get out of there. It was just like a really bizarre image for my brain to process.
You guys have to have had coronavirus nightmares at this point, right?
Oh yeah, especially like being a parent and knowing like just how germ-ridden children are, even if they weren't directly infected. I was like, I guarantee there's some way that they can like find someone who's infected somehow.
Yeah.
So,
They're
like,
little
yeah.
snowballs of
Yeah.
coronavirus.
Dude, you turn around with a kid and they're like, I found this. I'm like, what the fuck did you get that?
Oh no.
What is that? Where'd you find
That
it?
does
Do we
happen.
own this?
That does happen a lot. There is a lot of, where did you get this? Where did you find this? How do you have this?
You
I
will
like
get
It's
no
usually
responses.
things that are like they belong somewhere far away. Like you're like, how did you get that from the upstairs closet? What? Like something they couldn't have just picked up. Children are quick. You can turn around and they'll go grab something and have it.
Yeah.
But when you realize there must be trickery at play, like wait, when did you take this? We haven't been upstairs for 3 hours, and that thing's upstairs. That's from upstairs, and you just took that out now. How long have you had this? Where were you keeping it?
Oh
That's
no.
the more shocking thing.
Oh.
Well, Iris has like little treasure trove areas
She
that
hides
we
stuff.
don't know about. We don't know where they are
Oh.
still. So something will go missing. I'm like, damn it, I can't find like a pin that I had for my jacket. I'm like, I bought this pin, I lost it. Like, damn it, I don't know where it is. Then
Oh,
like
no.
it was like 2 months later, she just walked up to us and it was in her hand. We're like, where's this been?
Yeah.
Like, where have you been keeping this? Like,
Yeah.
in your little cave of
Her
wonders.
spot.
What was
Yeah.
what was more surprising is when she did that. She was doing that when she was like a year and a half. Like she was doing that before she could talk, and that was the first like mind blow as a parent, where you're looking at your kid barely functioning, their arms and legs are flailing. They got no control over their body. They're just like blah, and so they take stuff and they hide stuff. But
And she remembers.
you don't think they know, like, I'm putting this thing in here and I'm going to get it later. But yeah,
Oh
that
my
was like one of
God.
the first times we saw that. And we went, did you know where that was?
Oh my God.
Why didn't you tell me? When it was really bad is when she was doing that, but she still had a bottle, because we'd find old milk bottles.
Oh,
What?
And it's like, oh, this was missing for a week and it ain't milk anymore.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
You want to finish
It
this
only-
yogurt, or you want some
That
cottage
happened
cheese?
like twice, but yeah, still, we're like, ugh, not ideal.
Yucky.
I
Oh, Iris.
I can't say I had corona nightmares. I had a dream the other day. This is 100%. I started taking new medication, and it is like giving me crazy dreams. Not in
Welcome
like
to my
crazy weird
world.
stuff's happening, but shit where I don't know, like weird that just I dreamt it. Like that was a weird scenario, but a lot of them are scenarios. And so, Jeremy, I've been drinking that East Cider pineapple
Mhm.
cider.
Yep.
No joke. The other night, I had a dream that I was going to pick up more East Cider with Jack at the grocery store that his dad owned. And I was like, Jack, you're sure your dad's got pineapple? He's like, he's got pineapple, dude. He's got the
I
pineapple.
promise you.
He sells the pineapple. And then I remember getting there, and he's like, we got it, but they were all empty boxes. And I was like, but where is it?
Oh no.
This is the recycling. Where's the pineapple? And then I woke up and I was like, that was fucking weird.
That's awesome.
Dreaming about Jack, and we're buying pineapple. His dad doesn't own a store at all. That doesn't make any sense.
What is it?
Pat
love
Patillo
this
does not own
too.
a store.
I've grown up with like crazy dreams for forever, and now I feel like it's kind of like regulating as Michael now goes into insane dream world. So I'm like, I will be your guide. Hello, like I got this. So what you
Mine's-
just had is what I call sitcom dreams. There's a
Mine's drug
scenario, but
induced. What's your excuse?
my brain is naturally
My brain
like
is a
that,
drug.
so
Yeah.
I'm like, I
High
take drugs
on
to be
thoughts.
normal.
High on thought.
Oh boy. But I like to call your sitcom dreams, Michael, where it's like the scenario isn't like insane. It's something that could happen, but it never would with these people or these actors, as we'll say. But I like ones where I usually have like, I don't know, you would call them like meme dreams, I guess, where like there is no like sense to it. It's just like, what the fuck just happened? That was like a sensory overload with a celebrity appearance at 3 minutes in. I don't know. I don't know what just happened here.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by GFuel. You know GFuel. It's the energy drink designed to help support performance, energy, and extreme focus for gamers, making it the official energy drink of esports. And for those of you worrying about carbs and calories, good news, because most flavors are keto friendly with 5 grams of carbs and no sugar. So that's good news. And also, it's good. It tastes good. I like fruit punch. I like the snow cone. It's like it got a nice blue flavor. Someone goes, "What are you drinking?" You go, "I'm drinking blue, snow cone blue." And then the Bahama Mama, because it's just like, I think I'm chilling at the beach, but I'm just drinking G Fuel and I'm getting focused. You also may have seen the Achievement Hunter Valorant Get Good series, sponsored by G Fuel. You got Fredo leading the ragtag group of fellow Achievement Hunters in an attempt to increase their skills in a game that maybe they're not so good at. So check it out. That's available now. I mean, I don't know if I would call it a hero's journey or I would call it Alfredo's downfall, but something happens, and regardless of their gameplay, they're very focused. They're very quenched, and they're very happy about their G Fuel flavors. Right now, you can get 10% off G Fuel with code AH at checkout at gfuel.ly/getgood. That's GITGUD, because that's what we decided to name the series, and it's not spelled smart. So again, that's gfuel.ly/getgood, GITGUD. So get good and get some G Fuel. Good?
I have those weird scenario dreams too. But Michael, those are the ones I always have, and I very rarely remember them, like unless I
Right.
really think it's worth remembering. Like sometimes I'll wake up and I'll be like, "This was so absurd, I have to write it down."
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Do
And
you have your dream journal near you? Are you
sometimes
comfortable
like
sharing an entry?
Well, yes. Well, so like one of the dreams I actually really liked, and I'm turning it into a book that I'm working on. But another one, the more mundane ones, are usually involving Achievement Hunter people. And there was one with Michael where Michael was mad at me because we moved offices and we were in a brand new office. We were setting up our desks, and for some reason I thought it'd be funny I took a marker, like a Sharpie, and we were like, our desks were facing walls, so I went to the wall above Michael's desk and I drew a clown with his like dick hanging out of his jeans and named it Penny Flies because his fly was open. And Michael was very mad because he's like, I can't wash that off. It's forever there, like over my desk. And I felt really bad in the dream. So I gave him like tape and a marker and told him to mess up my desk in return. And then I woke up. That was the dream. And I was like,
Awesome.
I don't understand like why these weird dreams happen. But like I usually just tell Kat and then I forget them immediately after too.
I have dreams like that, minus the penis clowns. But I'll have a dream like that. That's mundane. It's usually related to work, something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be like, oh, we're behind on this video or the schedule or whatever. Especially if it's a stress dream. Sometimes it's just a nonsense dream, but especially if it's a stress dream, I wake up and I'm angry that I wasted energy dreaming about that. I'm like, well, that was fucking stupid. Just let me sleep. Just give me nothing. Just give me black and then wake up. Okay.
Give me black.
I'm just like, what a stupid brain, you stupid idiot. Why am I going to a store with Jack? I don't need this in my head. Okay.
I
Dumb.
get stress dreams.
So
I still
dumb.
get stress dreams about editing or missing an editing deadline. I'm like, fuck, that video's due Monday. Oh wait, I don't edit anymore. Huh, I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I get like embarrassment dreams in a weird way. And one thing that kept happening is I kept getting recurring dreams where I'd be out and about, totally normal, and then all of a sudden I'd be naked. I'm like, oh shit, like my clothes just happened to disappear. And now I'm so embarrassed and I have to hide and try and like figure out how to get clothes. But as people are talking to me, they don't like register it. Like, hey, Lindsay, how's your day going? I'm like, I'm naked. Ah. Like, I gotta leave. Stop talking to me.
I have that to such a lesser extent. I have dreams a lot where I have left the house and I'm like either already at work or just about at work, and I didn't put on socks or shoes. I'm just barefoot.
Nice.
And like I'm walking into the office and I'm like, how did I forget? Like, how did I forget my socks and shoes at home? And then I'm like, do I just like slap around work with like just bare feet for the rest of the day? I guess.
You can,
Or, like,
that's
mean,
how
you
you get
could,
your feet
yeah.
cut.
We live in
Yeah,
Austin.
it is.
Though. Who cares?
It's got glass all over the place.
that happens a lot. And dreams where I'm in a wrestling match happen a lot, where I have a wrestling match coming up, like a
Oh.
professional wrestling match. And then right before the match, I realize I have not been trained. I know nothing about it.
Oh,
I don't know
Oh,
what I'm doing.
had
I don't know
those.
who I'm against.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is supposed to like have an ending, and I'm supposed to do certain moves and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I'm like, well, I'll wing it.
That exactly. But you are now the lead in a musical. You're on in 5 minutes, and you need to know all your music and all your words. I was like, I don't know shit. I did one where it was like last second. You'd appreciate this, Jeremy. I had one where last second they switched me out as a contestant for Figure It Out, and I was so excited to be on Figure It Out. I was like, my dream came true. I'm on Figure It Out. And then right as I'm about to go on, they're like, oh no, we found someone else. Sorry. And I was like,
Oh my
It's just
God.
that's a disappointing
Oh my
dream.
my dreams punk me all the time.
Right.
too.
And then
Like-
you wake up and you go, I did that to me.
yeah.
I switched me out. What the hell?
Why?
That wasn't part of the script. Your own brain went, fuck you. You're not on
Not-
that show.
Yes.
Not
Sorry.
good enough, Lindsay. Get it?
Sorry,
Essentially,
nerd.
Yeah.
We're going to make believe this other person's on it.
This thing that is completely on brand with me, if you know me, is I have frequent high school dreams where it is the first day of school and I'm wandering around and I'm like, I'm late to my history class, but no one is telling me where I need to go for my history class. And I have to like wander the school lost. And I get annoyed at myself because I have this dream every Sunday night before we go
That's
to
a
work.
schedule.
For the day?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Every time I dread Monday, and that's how my
Oh, no.
my subconscious like tells me, oh, you're gonna have a great time. And I just
How do
wake
those
up and I'm like,
dreams
oh.
end? Do you just wake up from those dreams? Like, do they have an ending every time?
Yeah, they don't. I sometimes will wake up and I still haven't found like the gym. And I would be so mad.
Like, okay, once she goes back to
Where-
sleep, I'll find it.
Where am I?
Now, Issa, have you returned to a dream? Like,
I have actually.
yeah. Like, which ones have you returned to? Hi, back.
A
Yeah.
lot of those are dream return. It's weird because it's like a feeling I have while I'm having that dream where I go, oh, I've been here before. Like this feels like a continuation of something that I've dreamt about, but I will never remember when I dreamt that other thing unless I'd written it down. And I don't write down my dreams as much anymore, but those dreams I always remember I'm being chased by something. And then like there's this weird twist and turn. Like there's one I remember we were trying to fight this like big vampire monster in this like haunted house. Yeah, that was dope.
That was dope.
That was dope.
That was
I think it was awesome.
It was so
Yes,
cool.
that
That's so
also
cool.
I'm thinking about it right now. It's really important if you keep this journal that you write dream journal and not journal. Because if somebody finds it, they're gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck
This
happened to
person's
this
insane.
person got a monster chasing them today? They went shopping with their friend to see his dad. That's cool. But then listen to this heart. Yeah, they were looking for pineapple cider, and then there was a murderer. Oh my god.
Oh Lord. Now, Issa, if I may ask you, have you like flown in your dreams at all?
No,
Never.
I don't. I don't lucid dream either. I think whenever, like, the first step they always say to lucid dreaming is knowing that you're dreaming. But whenever that happens, I wake up. So I'm like, well, fuck this.
I get the meltdown too. Yeah, where my subconscious and as the previous story tells you, apparently my dream brain doesn't like Lindsay at all. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you're dreaming right now. Wake up. I'm like, damn it. All right. I'll try again next night. Sure.
The only thing I've ever learned how to do, because I do realize I'm dreaming a lot and get the lucid dream, but I'm not good enough to the point where once I realize it, I can do anything.
Yeah.
What I can do pretty consistently in dreams is like rewind time. So if I do something I really regret or something bad happens,
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh no, do that again, and like
Oh,
I
I'm
can
so
like go
jealous.
back and make that not happen.
So why don't you just take the clown penis off the wall?
That was not a lucid one. That was real.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was
felt
dreaming.
so bad. Just get at it.
I
Get it
didn't
out
know
of
I was
there.
dreaming in that one.
Now
And
I
the-
am mad about it because you did nothing.
And the only time I've ever had a flying dream, I had a flying dream once. And in the dream, I was like flying through a city and I was loving it. And then I fucking came in too hot and broke my leg on landing. And I had to wait for an ambulance to come get me. Like in a park and I had a broken leg.
Why would you dream about?
Yeah, what'd you dream about? I was
I
waiting
was
for
like,
an
I
ambulance.
didn't slow down enough on the landing.
Makes
And I
sense.
broke my leg.
So you Superman
Damn.
fly when you dream. You like full on like
The
arms out?
one time I did, yes.
Oh, okay.
I
got
was
you.
I was
So
Superman flying.
I breaststroke through the air. Like I'll jump up into the air and start doing like,
Air swim?
Yeah, like I'll swim through the air. Like okay, here we go. Like
Yeah, if I've ever been flying in dreams, it's usually really like lame, and I'm just like, go fast. This sucks. This is like I don't want to balloon fly. This sucks. You're just floating. I want to zip. I want to zip on. I'd rather zip and break my legs. It means you were
One
doing
time-
something.
the one time I like flew that wasn't swimming was very much like the Superman fly, but not when he's like arms out. It's like when he's kind of levitating, like hello. It's almost like a Jesus pose, you know, like yes,
Oh.
hello, I'm here. I'm floating in. Come here. So that's how I moved when I was lucid dreaming once to try and like fly. But anytime that I lucid dream, I figure out that I am by reading something. If I look at like a book or like a poster on a wall and it's like
interesting.
gibberish, if it's like gobbledygook, I go, okay, I think I'm dreaming right now. The times that it's only really, really worked for me have been when I see people, and usually it's people who have passed, which is like my brain's way of kind of like reconnecting with them because I obviously can't in the real world anymore. So
Get a shovel.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll dig you up. I'll come find you.
Jesus.
Grandma, what's up?
Michael.
What?
Christ.
Hey, if anyone would appreciate it, it'd be my grandparents. They'd be like, oh, that was a good one.
Good one, Michael.
Hello. Knock, knock. Hello. Can I come in?
Christ. I remember specifically one where I saw someone, and in my dream I went, oh, like, you know, not to be a downer, I was like, you're dead. And they went, yeah, I am dead. I'm like, okay, well, can we just like
Aw.
chat? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. So then like my whole dream was me sitting with this person who's passed, just like chatting, and that was kind of cool. I like that. And I could visit them in a weird
That's
way, I
nice.
guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a very similar dream one time too, actually. You and I have very similar dreams, Lindsay, I'm figuring out.
Do. We're very similar people.
I had a
in
very
ways, yeah.
similar dream with my grandfather where I like found him. I was at a family party and saw him. And then and like talked to him, and he was like letting me know that he was okay. He's like,
Aw.
you know,
yeah.
I'm gone, but I'm happy about it. Like, you know, I'm good. I'm good.
Right.
That like
It
and
happened-
it was
I
like it
love
was
that.
great closure in the form of a dream. I was like, oh, it's nice. That's
Right.
nice. He's good.
That's
think-
nice.
you know, you can have your own spiritual opinions, I guess. But even
Mhm.
if it is just like your brain needing that coping mechanism, I like that you're able to do that, or your brain provides that for you in a
Yeah.
weird way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Thanks,
did it with my
brain. You're
grandparents
cool.
also. Yeah, thanks. But
Thanks.
Meanwhile,
Um,
Michael and I are here just yelling at our brains.
digging up dead people and
No, I don't
Right,
need
I
to
know,
dream
I
to
know.
dig up dead people. Okay,
God.
you can do that for real.
I was
Why
gonna
would
say
I
too,
dream
like-
about it?
Right, yeah. We'll go out back.
Dead simulator.
Did I go missing on a trip? Issa, look in the backyard for me. Michael might be
Okay.
taking me.
I can't tell you where she went.
Okay.
That's the police are going. Where is she? I don't know. How do you not know? I'm telling you.
Right.
Listen to this off topic. It makes sense. I just don't know.
Oh,
This is
Lord.
part of your research.
I know it
police
sounds
officer.
suspicious, but I couldn't tell you where she went. There's so many conventions. I can't keep
I'll see
track
you
of
in
them
a
all.
dream.
They're
Visit
all
me
called
there.
they're all called something con. She
Something
went to
con, man.
something con or
Something con.
something fest. I don't know. Look it up.
I've definitely had a couple of dreams recently where I would dream I'm like in a mall or another place, and then I'd start looking around because my dream thought is I'm not wearing a mask. I forgot my mask in the car, and then I realize no one
Oh.
else is wearing a mask, and I go, "Oh God!" And
Oh,
then I have
bad.
to like hightail it out of
That's
it.
not a
Abort,
dream either.
abort.
That's just Austin.
oh.
That's Austin in Florida. Did you go to Florida?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I'm not dreaming. I'm in Florida. I'm in hell.
How did I get here?
This is hell.
Oh boy.
Oh,
No, I haven't
God.
had any Corona stress virus dreams yet. Oh, yeah.
My best friend actually, fun fact, had like the same exact dream where they were at a convention and that happened to them, and I just messaged them going like, "You too."
A convention too, like that makes sense.
Yes.
That's a nightmare.
That's a cesspool.
Yeah, I'm like, I love conventions. I go to them all the time, but I'm definitely the kind of person who every 2 seconds I'm like, okay, rub my hands in hand sanitizer. All right,
Wash my hands.
No one cough on me. All right.
All right.
Everyone, get away.
I don't know about anybody else. Oh my goodness.
What was that?
That was the first bell. And then hopefully the audience heard. Depends what kind of mood Michael Lindblad's in today. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't.
He seems
I-
feisty.
He seems a little feisty, but usually that's directed at us, not
It's
you,
deserved.
the audience. He startled me for a second. He yelled at us. He said you heard him, but you didn't hear him. I swear he's real. Anyway, I just want to thank you for being first members. If you're a first member, thanks. We appreciate it. Your support means a lot. And it also means that because of first members, that's why RTTV has been free. It's usually first only. It's been first only. We probably have a ton of people now watching this, like RTTV, streaming, Achievement Hunter streams and animation, Inside Gaming, everybody, Funhouse. And they probably don't even know that it's a first perk because it's been free for so long now. Just during this pandemic, the powers that be said, everybody's stuck at home. People are looking for stuff. They need things to get by. We're gonna give them the RTTV free, and that's because of first members that we can do that. And so, if you're watching and you're not a first member, you might want to thank a first member. Like, hey, thanks for your support. Maybe I'll become a first member too, is what you'll say. We've got lots of first only content, tons of shows, everything we've made over the last couple of years. Many moons, all the Achievement Hunter stuff, all the big Achievement Hunter shows, all the hardcore shows, and Haunter and things like what's it called? That Weird Place, Weird Show, Weird Name. There's all kinds of you got Funhouse shows, Last Laugh, No Idea, and you also get to watch content early too. So even if even if you just watch what you can already watch, you just get a little sooner. Maybe check it out. Maybe go check out Recorded by Arizal. Not a first show, but you can watch it early if you're a first member, or you can just watch it whenever it comes out. It comes out on Monday. Every Monday. I think Hardcore Mini Golf, is that next week is the last episode?
Yeah.
Someone yell at me.
Is.
Jeremy agrees with me, so probably.
I agree
yeah.
with you. Yeah, episode
believe
7 came out yesterday. Yeah.
So it comes out on Wednesday. So the episode 8, the finale, the big finale, a mini golf. If you haven't signed up for first, and you're thinking, do I want it? Who's to say? Free trial. I'm just saying, you wait till the last episode's out.
You can watch
it
them all.
You just watch them all.
Watch the whole binge. Watch
the whole thing.
It's true.
Dude, the second you sign up, the clock starts a ticking. Okay.
Yeah.
Just clear your schedule, tear through that backlog, and then and then don't buy first, and then you'll have one. You beat the system.
You'll have one.
That's how it works, man.
Oh man.
And I'm done now.
Michael.
What a raving
What?
review for first.
I'm
So
just
good.
saying, I'm
So
not going to
good.
lie to him.
That's so good.
We have a lot of
God.
people that say, I like first. I'm signing up and I'm staying. But I'm not going to pretend like you can't just watch what you want to watch. That's what the trial's there for. That's why it exists.
It's true.
You do you. Times
A
is
lot of
tough,
people noticed in the last hardcore mini golf, my shoes, they were really on display in the last episode. The bottoms aren't attached to the shoe.
Yes.
So the whole, I guess the sole of it is just not attached to the rest of the shoe. So when I step,
Oh.
the heel comes up,
Oh yeah.
and then the sole follows a little later.
I have a pair of dress shoes like that.
And I saw a lot of people because there was like a bit that called for me to kind of like run around, and people were like, "How did you do that and not fall? Like, how did?" And I was like, "Because I fucking did." I was
Yeah.
like,
It
just
needed
off
to be
camera,
done, so
and
it
I
got done,
ate
yeah.
shit. And there was someone like chasing me. I think Nick, my broadcast, it was one of the ones chasing me. Like ran up to me, was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" Because I just like totally went down trying to run away in these shoes. They're flopping.
Oh, you did spill. Ooh.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cool. Like I
see
tried to
that,
run up
sorry.
some stairs and gone.
Oh,
It
We
was
gotta
not
go.
good.
Was it balls of your feet? Yeah, don't touch the heels, right?
Yeah, the heel.
Running on platform shoes. Yeah.
I was running because just like literally the heels weren't connected to the bottom of the shoe, so like they were like flopping behind me in the back. Yeah, so it was like trying to run in flip flops,
like,
basically.
Yes. Which,
Yeah.
if Dimitri Martin's taught me anything, that's a horrible idea.
it's true.
So, yeah. I wonder if
Yeah.
that's like how flip flops were invented too. Who was the asshole who had broken shoes and went, "Wait a minute, I've got an idea. This is brilliant."
I'll just call him.
Just fuck that person. I wear flip flops.
Fuck
I'll
these
say F you.
flip-flops.
They flip, they flop.
Yeah, they're just too loud, too smacky. That's
They're
why they're
very
good for the
smacky.
beach.
Smacky.
The beach.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to break it down to a science
Yeah.
here, but let's break it down to a science here. Okay.
Okay.
The
Okay.
sand absorbs the sound of the flip and the flop.
Mhm.
Both sounds are neutralized the second you hit the beach.
So that
Yeah.
name shouldn't count on beaches.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It
they're
should be-
flip flops in normal day, but on beaches,
It's their shushes.
they're shush shush shush. Oh, so you got your shish
Shush
shushes
hush.
on.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah, I love those.
Oh, some nice shish shushes.
Shushes. Quiet. Don't
Oh,
talk about them too loud.
quiet. You want to head up onto the pier and call them flip flops?
Flip flops are just the
I don't want to make a
inferior.
scene.
They're the
Yeah.
inferior version of sandals.
It's
Mm.
true.
Just get a nice pair of sandals. They don't flip or
It's-
flop.
Yeah, but
You're not wrong.
Flip flops are easy access, like
Yeah,
to
the flip flops are the lazy
out of the
man's
water
sandal.
into the. You know, you don't have to do the little strap in the back and stuff like that. Just kind of right
Hey,
on,
Does sand? Don't punch your microphone. It hurts it and you.
right in the spring.
Fuck.
God.
Oh.
No,
Damn it.
see, I feel you, Jeremy, but then like all the sandals I've seen like that are meant for the beach are like heavy Velcro, which like if that's you, you do you. But I don't really feel like going to the beach and going every 2 seconds, so I need to take my shoes
Yeah,
off.
we're out here wearing
So-
shushes. I don't know if you want them.
Well,
back.
yeah, I like my shushes.
Do sandals have to have a back strap? Is that what makes them a sandal?
I would think
think-
so,
okay,
right?
so-
Sandal
I think,
versus
you
a
can
flip
I
flop.
think you can have sandals without a back
Issa might
strap.
know. What's up?
So wait, so the shoes that are you just slip them on, but it's not like the straps of a flip flop, but it's like two buckles over your foot, but there's no belt buckle in the back. Are those sandals or are those flip flops?
Ooh.
Well,
That's a
looking
good
up
question, 'cause I
sandal,
have
that's
some of
one of the
those.
first things I see. So I think
Oh,
that counts as a sandal.
yeah.
Okay,
Issa,
so-
ooh.
Or like then I'll settle. Maybe I'm settling for a backless sandal, or give me a high end flip flop. I got a pair. They don't flip or flop. You just walk. They just
Yeah.
go on my feet. They are Nikes,
To add to that, I
Call
think
them walk
that's
walks.
so they got.
Michael's
they got
onto
they,
something.
They got a check mark on them, so that means
Yeah.
you're okay.
Okay.
You said high end flip flops. That's really what it is, Issa. I think sandals like those. It's people who don't want to say flip flop. It's a flip flop. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean that's
It's a
to
nice
me. To me,
flip-flop.
a flip flop means one, it looks like it does, and two, you paid $2 for it.
Mhm.
No one has a
At a gas
$30 pair of
station.
flip flops.
Mm. Mm.
I would
Just
say
like
if you're walking in them and they have the ability to get
To-
sand under your heel to the point where it weighs it down a little bit and then comes up while you're walking along the beach, those are flip flops. A sandal keeps that shit out. The bottom sticks with your foot the whole time.
Yeah, that's
That
fair.
makes sense.
Is
You know?
so by definition, flip flops are the shoes that definitely go that kind of.
I mean that's
Oh, yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just feel
Okay,
like
good.
I have flip flops, but they don't do that. But I feel it's an insult to them to call them flip flops because they're better than that.
Flip
You know what I
flops
mean?
should be like if you wear flip flops and you're going down a hallway that has tile underneath it, it should sound like people are getting slapped back and forth the entire time you're walking
Yeah.
down that hallway. That's a
Yeah.
flip flop.
Mm.
It's like it's similar to like a horse trotting. There's just but like that's
Yeah.
got a satisfying click, you know,
Yeah.
because they're solid.
Little canter.
This is like flap, 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 flap. No one likes that. Nobody likes that. No one likes when you drag your heels of your shoes. Don't be dragging your feet around. You're leaving scuff marks.
It's
Ooh,
true.
okay, I have a bad confession to make.
You scuff it?
Lindsay.
So in middle school, when I was feeling like super rebellious, I had these really cool boots and they looked really awesome because they made me look like Ashley Spinelli from Recess. And I liked her a lot. Anyways, so in between classes, my friends and I would do this thing where we would try and see who could make the longest scuff mark with our boots on the hallway on the tile.
No, you're a
And I
monster.
usually won.
You're a monster.
Oh, Lindsay.
I did that too. I did that too.
Oh, Jeremy.
Same person. Damn it. I know.
You could get him down the whole hallway, really, if you tried.
Right.
Oh
right.
my
Yeah.
god, guys.
You really could. Oh man.
So
It was
so
fun.
chaos.
Yeah, I know. And now the parent in me is like, clean that up.
Yeah. Come on now.
This
Come on.
this is
Don't
character
leave a mess.
development.
What are you, a
Yeah.
flip-flopper? Get your shushes on. Get out of here.
Get your shush. Yeah. Get on the beach in your shushes. Shush.
I
I'm
miss
just
the
saying.
beach.
Good. All the international notes for what flip-flops are pretty funny too.
I'm just saying. They're a pair of shoes, right? Invest $20 in them, and they're so much nicer.
Mm-hmm.
Shoes cost money. Just show some love to your flip flops. Get some decent ones. I went through my whole life with crappy flip flops, and then I grew up. I became a big boy, and I went, I want to buy a
big
nice
boy now.
pair, and they cost $25, and I've had them for years.
That's big boy
Nice.
money.
That's big boy money. I'm I'll walk in here. I'll throw around a paycheck. Okay,
Damn.
2.5.
Oh man.
Cool.
Yeah,
My
it's gotta
one
go towards
paycheck.
something.
I'm just saying.
We got a
you know what I
badass
mean?
flip-flopper here.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, people in the chat, they're like, I can't identify with him anymore. He's got flip flops, but nice ones.
Okay.
I
Just
remember when Michael started, he wouldn't have those flip flops. He's changed.
Generic search, like just basic Google search, the most expensive flip-flops I can find that are technically marketed as sandals, but I fall again. It's a flip-flop. I think they're just trying to market it that way.
Mhm.
It's $1,500 for a pair.
Woof.
So
Woof.
That's too
$1,500. Yeah, but they are American flag striped, so maybe
Oh.
maybe that's
Well,
the
that's-
appeal.
Oh, I'm seeing the exact ones you're talking about.
Yes.
Oh my
Jeremy.
god.
Wait,
Woo.
with the stars and stripes on the side there?
Yeah, see, it says sandals, but that's come on. And
What
then
even
we
is
can get-
that design? I don't understand
Well,
what I'm looking at.
Issa,
would-
maybe you can be better for reference on this. What is the style of sandal here? It is traditionally Japanese, if I'm not wrong.
With the
what is
blocks
it?
on the bottom? Is that what I'm looking at
Yes.
there?
Yes, I am
Oh.
ignorant. I can't remember what
Wait,
it's called.
I don't remember
Yes.
either.
Yeah, I know. Damn it. But yes,
Those
they
are
look like
samurai shoes, is what those
those.
are.
Sure, there you go.
That's what they are. And those have a
are.
really cool sound because they go clock, 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 clock.
Yeah,
Clack.
see,
Yeah, they
those
do.
are
Usually
cool.
precedes someone getting their head chopped off.
Mhm.
It does.
They wear that
Those are
shit in samurai
Tsushima.
shampoo, and they're all like, "Whatcha, whatcha,
That's pretty good.
It's a
William.
great
Can you
show.
do that again? Oh,
That-
There
those
they
are them.
Yeah,
There it is.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
what?
Yes.
wait.
Which a
Wait,
lot to
that's
say about
wild.
these
Wait,
in
that's
general.
stupid.
That's
because
a lot
those
to
are
say about
Japanese.
these.
Okay, I understand
Yep.
now.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
understand
Issa.
how
Yes.
dumb this
Yeah.
is. I understand.
Someone saw those and went, "I love them, but let's make them American."
Dude, free shipping, $2,175.
Oh, it says Greta. Also, it's in the image description. I'm sorry. But to be fair, it says Greta on one and Geta on another.
It does.
So
It does do
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry.
I
Yeah.
get it. Okay.
But right next to it
apologize.
is that Tom Ford flat sandal right there.
Oh, top four.
Only $1,090.
Only
And you
what-
might even get both of them.
Yeah, I'll throw around a paycheck. Guess
Oh boy!
Oh
Someone
my
said you should
God.
call the wooden
Do it.
flip flops should be called clip clops. So we have
Flip
flip
flops.
flops, clip clops, and shushes.
Shushes.
Yeah, be very clear.
Okay.
Just depends on where you are and what they're made out of.
How much
Yeah,
noise
that's
do you want to
true.
make?
Yeah.
Sure.
What kind of statement are you trying to bring in the room? Oh,
Have
Lord.
you, Issa? Have you played Ghost?
I haven't. Have you guys though?
Oh
yeah. I've been playing it.
Ooh.
I've been messing people up.
Oh,
Oh, it's
It
so
gets
fun.
pretty brutal.
Have you
It's
done the kick yet?
So much fun.
the kick.
The kick. Mike, have you
Inception?
done it? You get the wind stance. It's like the third stance, and if you hold triangle,
I just got the wind stance.
Hold
I haven't done the
triangle.
kick yet.
you just fucking bean them in the chin. Like,
But I like
and you
doing-
sweet chin music them into the air, dude. You can throw them off cliffs into fires. It's awesome.
That's probably a lot more useful. I like doing. Do you do this? Have you done the simple jump kick? You just jump and hit Y, like the power move, and it's
I haven't done that.
So pointless. You could do it from the beginning of the game. Just if you jump and then
Never
push
done it.
or triangle, not Y.
Yeah.
Push triangle, And it's so pointless, but I just love running up to people and kicking them, like jump kicking them. But so many times, I do it to archers a lot. So many times they'll shoot me in the face, like because I'm just running right up to them, and then I jump, and they just go, "Stop that!" and just shoot me.
You can eventually get the ability to like parry when you block, so you could run up blocking arrows.
I'll just get back up and try again. I go, "That's fine. I'm still gonna kick you. I just want to kick you in the chest." Yeah, that game is so much fun. It's such a good game. It's crazy.
It's awesome. It's my game of the year so far, I think.
Ooh, is there an actual story behind it? Oh yeah.
Like in the game?
It's
it's super story based.
What is it? The Mongols are invading Japan, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And we made fun of it, like Rooster Teeth. You know, they had their whole joke with the animated adventures and stuff of the "That's my uncle."
Oh yes, that's right.
That is the story. That that you're saving your uncle. You know.
Yeah.
It's all about your uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Isn't that, Jeremy, hear me out though. Is that not also the plot to Spy Kids?
No, Spy Kids are saving their parents.
Lindsay, I've had your back so much this podcast. I can't help you here. I don't.
What do you mean?
I thought there was one movie where they're saving their uncle. Maybe I'm
I mean,
wrong.
maybe
no.
the first
They go
movie,
see their
it's
uncle to help
it's their
save their parents.
The whole plot is their parents are spies and they get kidnapped. That's the basis of the entire series.
Danny Trejo. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, Danny Trejo is their uncle.
I got it. We're there.
Who also I believe is like loosely somewhere might be the same guy as Machete because they're both Robert Rodriguez films, and it's like he could be the same guy. Which makes
the
no
Robert
sense.
Rodriguez universe, cinematic universe.
Where he's like, "Hey kids,"
RCU, yeah,
and then it cuts over and he's just chopping people up.
Oh my god, amazing!
Yes,
I gotta look up what his name is now in Spy Kids.
Sylvester Stallone.
I'm sad that that's the first thing I thought of. Was like, hey, something where you rescue your uncle. That happened. Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
there was a story bit about the uncle. I knew where you were going, Lindsay.
Isidore Cortez, also known as Machete, is a fictional character in Spy Kids films.
Yep. Nice. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
So it's like same guy, same name.
A movie where you rescue your uncle. I mean, it's definitely not Spider-Man. Tell you that much. Michael, you in the chat are gonna hate me.
Why?
But I have a meeting in 9 minutes.
Oh no, I know. Right. Lindsay's got to go too, so we're gonna have to wrap up early. Which furthered the pain of starting late because again, our internet went boo boo.
Yeah,
but I had under 1 gigabyte upload speed, and Lindsay and I are on the same connection. And then right before we started, it was like
not under 1 gigabyte, under 1. It was 1 megabyte up, right? It was 1 up.
Yeah,
1 gigabyte up would be phenomenal.
You're right. Yes, you're right. You're right. No, that makes sense.
Was it his uncle or not?
What you're saying is sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was under 1 meg, and I said I could restart my router, but that's going to take like 5-10 minutes. We just got to wait for it to boot back up. And Lindblad was like, you can do that, or you send me a picture, and I put that on the screen, and then we just do audio the whole podcast. So that was the backup plan if the video didn't work. And so it did, but it took its time. And then in the middle of that process, our children tried to revolt. So that took even longer. So I was
clip clop.
I was fighting the router, and Lindsay was fighting our children. There was an intense battle going on, and the chat is going. The audience was
actually,
like,
funny
"What
enough,
the fuck is the show?"
A chancla came out. It was weird. A chancla came out. I didn't use it, but it was there.
You know what that is, Jeremy?
I don't know what anyone's saying.
So yeah, sorry.
That's when is it?
I've always been told
Hispanic women like threaten to beat your ass with a
thing universally.
with a flip flop usually.
Like a motherly stereotype.
Coco.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Abuela. Yeah, she does use chancla.
Yeah. Abuela.
Abuelas are usually the ones whipping ass.
It's true.
Lay down.
In the Philippines, we call them chinelas.
Oh, there you go. See, yeah. I just ran barefoot like a heathen. So.
Do they now, naked. Issa, is that within the culture, would they only beat their own grandchildren's ass, or are they like the neighborhood watch? Like,
Oh, good
watch out.
question.
Because I feel like, there's a lot of like, family, like tight-knit family communities,
Yes.
which is great, unless somebody needs a beating. Because then it's like, listen, you're like family to me. Get over here.
I mean, it's all contextual, right?
It's all contextual.
Like,
It's obviously it's a slap with a flip-flop of love.
See, I get that with like my family, but not like I don't think neighbors. They're always like, "Oh, just go tell your parents you're being an
Yeah,
asshole,"
but
and
you
they can
don't.
deal with
That's
it.
not the same thing, though.
True. It's not. No, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, well, yeah, I guess just for me it was family. I don't know if Issa has anything like that. Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. It was, for my personal experience, it was always immediate family.
Mm.
Doing the disciplining, let's say. But I do not know of the other experiences where maybe like Tito or Tita had like come in and like smack the kids around. Although let's be real, if they were smacking them around, the kids probably deserved it because they're being pieces of shit. Like, I've seen that. just random. It'd just be like, oh, you guys were. You guys
I feel like it should, for anyone who isn't clear too, I feel like the chanclas are always very deserved. It's like you had a
deserved. Like,
it's a deserved chancla.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's also,
yes.
I had a neighbor who's my age. He was like a year older than me, but he lived with his family, but his grandmother lived with him, and she was Hungarian, and so she was in her 80s when I was a kid, like born. So being a teenager, she was in her 90s, and it was always funny to me. It was kind of that similar thing where she would like beat him, but it was funny because she was a tiny Hungarian 90-year-old woman, and she'd go, and he'd be like, Grandma, stop. And he was like 6 foot tall at 15 years old, and she'd be like, you boy, oh, she'd say a bunch of stuff in Hungarian, and she would just like slap him in the head or whatever, and it was like an ant slapping a rock, but it was really funny. And she'd be like, oh, and she'd always wear a babushka. She was always cold. It'd be like 95 degrees in her house, and she was just like, oh, it's too cold, Mikey. She was calling me Mikey. She's like, Mikey. Like, hey, what's up? What up, honeycomb? How you doing? That meant grandma, is what I was told. Hungarian. But yeah, it was like,
I think,
you did.
right?
You did. Yeah. Dude, I think she lived like 102.
And she was like, she was like 98 when I met her. I was like, are
you
okay?
She was like in her 90s, and she was taking the trash out to the street. She was like, take the trash out.
It's done.
That's so cute.
She was awesome.
Anikum doesn't fuck around, man. Anikum's seen some shit.
She did see some shit.
She'll take the trash.
She did. She certainly did.
Yeah, I'm saying. She did. Oh, Lord. Now, I guess, like, I don't know what kind of, like, background you can pull from Jeremy, but do you have, like, special names for your grandparents or your aunts and uncles?
My grandmother and my late grandfather are Tite and Jido, so I call them. That's Syrian for grandma and grandpa.
Oh, that's awesome. What was that again? Sorry.
Tite, which is spelled Tata, and then Jido, which is Gido. It's a tattoo I have on my back too. And and then my other grandma was Mimi, which Mimi is I think is more common, but she just went with Mimi because Marie is her name, and then like her first grandkid, my cousin, couldn't say that, so she said Mimi, and she was like, that works. And then my other grandfather was a drunk.
Oh. Solid.
Wow.
He was Francis. That's what we called him.
Francis
the drunk.
Frank. There's Frank. There he is.
Oh, Lord.
There it is. The respect. There's
the respect that Julie gets.
Issa, what did you call your grandparents? Did you have just like grandma, or no?
We called them what our parents called them. So it was. I was interestingly planned because we called my parents Mama and Papa, but then we called their parents their versions of like whatever mommy and daddy, like Nana and Tata. That's a Filipino for mom, what you'd call your mom and your dad, but that was my dad's side, but on my mom's side, we called her parents, our grandparents, mommy and daddy. So even if they were like well into their 70s and 80s, we'd always be like, me, mommy. And she'd know that she was being spoken to. That's a conversation my siblings and I always have, because one of us is eventually going to have kids. It might not be me, but it's going to be one of my siblings.
Is that like somebody's going to lose a bet? Like somebody's going to do it.
Someone's going to win. Someone's going to win. It's always a race.
That's funny.
And we were trying to figure out like, oh, what would we get the kids to call our parents? So that's always been an interesting conversation.
Yeah, it was kind of weird to be on the opposite end of that with our kids and have my parents be like, oh, like, what are we going to call you? I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't know. What do you want to be called? So for my mom, it was really weird. She wanted to be Gigi. And that's not really associated with anything, but it makes sense. It's like grandma, Gigi. Okay. But my grandma wanted to be called Nani. And it made no sense because everyone I talked to, they were like, oh, is she Italian? Because Nani usually is like associated with an Italian grandma. I said, no, but she liked opera a lot. So I don't know if maybe she just wanted to be called Nani to live out like her diva dreams.
Cute.
Yeah, which if so, go Nani. You
Cute.
do you.
Cute.
Yeah.
If I become a grandfather, I want to be called Big Daddy.
Big Daddy Christ.
Yeah, they'll have Daddy and I'll be Big Daddy. Like I'm bigger than your daddy. I'm Big Daddy.
There have been a few times where Michael has jokingly been like, call me daddy. And I'm like, I refuse.
You know, usually, and even then, usually I say Dada.
No.
Dad.
Yeah.
I'll go,
That's even
I'm Dada.
worse.
You talk to Dada. You're talking to Dada right now. And she'll go, stop. And I go, I'm Dada. It's true. Respect Dada. And one day I'll be Big Dada. Yeah.
I like
can we go to Big Dada's house? And I'll go, yeah, come on over.
Sorry, Lindsay. I like the idea of Michael one day just being Big Daddy or Big Dada.
Yeah.
He's just
It's
in his,
adorable.
Like, picture.
But understand
also-
that any like sexual attraction is dead.
I'll be old at that point. I don't care.
Okay, good.
I'll be old and
Michael, we have
shriveled.
drugs for that. We have drugs for that, Michael.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
Bye, Jeremy.
Bye.
You gotta go. Everyone's going.
Bye, everybody.
Everyone's
going.
leaving.
Also, the what's the sandal called? How do you pronounce it? Chancla?
Chancla.
It's like it's fine. Don't beat your children, obviously.
No.
Oh yes, it's
Oh,
true.
like,
do that.
but it's like Lindsay does hit me sometimes. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. Goodness.
Sorry for laughing.
I'll hit you with this.
Yeah, everyone always
Goodbye,
laughs,
everyone.
Issa.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Christ.
I'm sorry.
But only with the shush shush. She just hits me with the shush
I
shush.
do hit with shush shush.
So
yeah.
it's fine.
The-
I'm
the
giving you
gentle
out. You can
slap.
leave.
Shushing.
Leave so I can keep
Gentle
talking
slap.
about you.
All right. Bye now.
Okay, bye. Well,
Oh,
now they're
there
gone,
goes
but
Jeremy.
they're frozen like that in time
Forever.
They had places to be, and I said we'll do the show anyway. I didn't think we'd start late.
It really is just the two of us, huh?
It's just the two of us now. Issa, would now be a good time for me to ask if you're interested in the new line of Achieve merchandise that just came out?
I think that sounds like a great time.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Tyler said, "Do you want to talk about it?" And now I did. The new Achieve line just came out. Check it out. It's at store.roosterteeth.com. There's some shirts. There's some stuff. Look, see now they say that's a skull. I think it's a bear eating a man. If you
Yes,
look
that's
at it.
right.
We had this
Yeah.
conversation. There's a man putting his hand up going, no, or a woman, I don't know, a human going, no,
Human.
stop. The bear doesn't judge. He'll eat whatever.
It's true.
And
I also thought
they're-
it was like Florida, and then there's
Right.
the Caribbean. Right.
it's really up to you.
underneath
Whatever you wanted it to be, that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Whatever sells, okay? Whatever it takes for you to buy this merch. Now, here's a picture, right? So here we're looking at it's some sort of bottle, and I like it, but I don't like how wet everything is. Everything's all wet. What a mess that must have been to clean up. Was it worth it, Wes? I'm assuming he took the picture. Look at all that water everywhere.
that. There's so much.
This is so much water. I want that in my body, not all over the floor. There's Fiona. I know
Hi,
her.
Fiona.
She's wearing a jacket of a bear eating a human being. You can see the bear eating a person. If for some reason smaller, I see it looks more like a skull in that picture. When it's blown up, I just see bear.
You just see bear because it's just the big image thing versus
in the
like, when it's
patch,
small.
I see the skull that they were telling me it was
Yes.
before, and I said, no,
Yes.
that's a lie. But now I believe it. There's Trevor. He's got a thing on his back. What's up?
Ooh.
Okay, Lindsay's fronting. I'm still. Issa and I are trying to do the show here. You left. Okay, she's wearing sandals. Or they're flip flops. See, those aren't flip flops.
Oh, she's showing the flip flops off screen.
No way. These aren't flip flops. They
Oh,
are
man.
filthy, but like to me, these aren't flip flops. They're sturdy.
Oh,
you
those
know?
look like sandals.
They
but
look like
are they
sandals.
flip-flops?
Who knows? This is crazy. We won't get to the bottom of this. Sorry, we interrupted the merch. There's another shirt. It says Achieve on it. If you like clothes that say Achieve on it, this is the line for you. There it is.
I like the watch. Can I have the watch?
I don't know that the watch. I think you'd have to take it from the person in the photo.
Okay.
I don't think the watch is part of the line, but I don't know. I wasn't there, so it could be.
Better than we were. See, this is the bear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is the bear.
Mm-hmm. You can wear whatever you want. If someone says, "Hey, what's that on your shirt?" It's your time to shine.
It's the bear.
You can say whatever you want.
It's true. Hi, Fiona.
There she is again. Fiona looks so done, and anytime she takes a modeling photo, and that's because she is. She's just thinking about the last video she recorded and how much she hates us. And there's some clothes. Now we did it. We did them a service.
General use. That was a good service, Michael.
Thanks for helping. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you.
just the two.
I'll remember. I'll remember this because you didn't leave early.
But
Jeremy left early 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. He's a 4 o'clock guy now. I think he's got like a secret identity. 4 o'clock. Time to, time to start my. I don't know. I was gonna say he dresses up as a clown that takes his penis out.
I guess
he's a clown.
The dream.
He's a clown, but not one you'd want to hire to birthday parties.
Look at that clown. We could take this image right now and
look at that clown
paint
it really
on
slammed
his face.
Him. Like it.
He's wearing like a salt and pepper shakers shirt.
Yeah, because he's salty.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think it's just 2 salt shakers.
Oh.
All right. Well, I think we've done the job here. Boy, I can't wait. I can't wait for the post show.
This is going to be so awesome.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.